you can live a life in flow where your deepest heart's desires become reality. At SET2LOVE, we offer strategies and ideas on how you can stay out of crazy town. See, your human experience is meant to be lived with meaning, purpose, and creativity. You are here to contribute through your essence. We are best friends, moms, entrepreneurs, and above all, find our flow in assisting you to find yours. We come together weekday mornings to bring you ideas to fall deeper in love with your life and the journey that you are on. Take what works and ditch the rest, and always stay set to love. Thank you for being a part of this community. We're all designed to live in flow. So let's go. Every single experience you have ever had has value in it. Every single experience. Even the ones that were hard, even the ones that you might think are bad, even the ones that you wish you never have to live over again. Every single one has experience. And that is what we're going to be talking about today on Set to Love. Welcome to another episode. I am Eva Payne, one of your hosts, and the other one that way is my best friend, Shelly. Good morning, Shelly.
Good morning. You know, when you say that, I know it's a little bit off track, but when you say find value in all things,
Yeah.
when it's not such a great time to learn, you know, I always say, okay, I'm not tripping over that rock again. Let me just learn it. Let me find the value and then we can move on, you know? So just trip over the rock once, then learn it. Don't fight it.
That's right. That's so right. I wanted to share an experience that happened this weekend. And then I want to just talk about experiences in general and why there's value in every experience. And for me, one of the biggest things is, yeah, what?
I'm so sorry. Go ahead. I'll tell you after. All right. I interrupted you. I'm so sorry, but I was excited and I know what you're going to talk about just because we're friends and you talked to me yesterday. And I just want to say, you know, I know you went to that seminar that you listened to and everything, and it was a lot of days or whatever, but that's kind of what we've been talking about, of synchronicities, of one thing that leads to another thing. And I just thought it was really interesting that it's a different type of value, but it also taught you what you wanted and what you didn't want, just by being open to hearing and seeing and just making yourself aware of everything else that's around you. And I'm so sorry for interrupting you, but I had to get that out.
You're so fine. My internet was like glitchy anyway, so it gave me a chance to switch internet bands. So it's all good. It's all good. I just wanted to talk about how every experience we've ever had has brought us to this moment right now. So when you hear people say, have gratitude, what are you grateful for? I really think to truly and honestly have gratitude in this moment right now, to really be grateful for your present moment, there should be or could be, or it's helpful to have gratitude for every experience you have ever had, even the things that have been really hard in your life. Like my divorce was really, really hard in my life, or pivoting can be really, really hard in your life. But when you have really cool experiences in your present moment, that experience would never have happened had you not had every other experience that led you to that place. There's a sequence of events from not only your life, but your parents' lives, your neighbor's life, your siblings' life. It's like this whole intertwined web of experiences that come together to your present moment. So when you can really just be in the present moment and go follow those instincts, listen to your intuition, really cool things happen, like what happened this weekend. And that's what I want to share with people. Do you have anything to say before I jump into that little story?
No, I won't interrupt you again. I'm so sorry, but
you're always
so
excited to interrupt.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to hear about it, really, because that's why some things are meant to be. I had trouble trying to get onto that. And so it's really cool to see what evolved from it. But obviously I wasn't meant to hear that because I was having issues with my, getting onto that site. And so I'm kind of reliving it through you and your experience. So let's hear. I'm excited to hear about
So
it.
take it away. So last year, I went to a conference called Influencer. Brendan Bouchard, he is a high achieving coach, personal coach out there. Like he's coached celebrities and presidents and very well-known man, probably makes millions and has millions of followers. And so once a year, he puts together this conference called Influencer, and it's the business approach around having a podcast or writing a book or being a coach or really any kind of business that you might have when you have to use social media and you have to build up your awareness, people know who you are. So he puts this conference on. And then, of course, this year, and it was great. It was in San Diego last year. I took a lot of notes, really heavy hitters, people who have millions of followers were there with all their pieces of advice and tidbits on the business side of things. So this weekend, he hosted everything online and it was free. You just join the Facebook group and you could watch all these videos. And I was visiting my daughter this weekend. As for those of you who were watching Friday's episode, I was outside of her cute little condo. And then I would be driving in the car, talking to her with one headphone in, listening to someone, Lewis Howes give advice on something while I'm talking to her, kind of multitasking. And every pause that every chance I got to sort of dive in and listen to some information, I would. And I got so much took so many notes and beautiful moments. And as things were wrapping up, I started thinking to myself, I wonder if the advice from someone, say these are guys who make millions and have millions of followers, and it just seemed like there was so much pressure. At one point, Brendan said, a lot of my friends, meaning all these kind of bigger influencers, have a lot of anxiety and depression and stress, and it just seems like their job consumes their whole life. When I listen to someone like Tom and Lisa Bilyeu, who their business is everything to them next to their marriage. It's like their marriage and their business. And it's everything. That business is their baby or babies. They have several businesses. And I just thought, while that is beautiful and amazing for them, that is not how I can live. I started a nonprofit. I know how much work it takes to start something from scratch and to build it up. And it's so much effort. And not that that is a hard thing or a bad thing, and especially when it's something that you love, you want to put it in. But I also have 6 kids, 5 of which are home. And I cannot give 40, 50, 60 hours a week to building a brand. And when I have kids who need me, especially the ones that are being homeschooled, for me, doing this podcast is like the sweet spot, being able to contribute something to the world and help people. We do some coaching during the day. There's a flow to it. And I kept thinking, what do people who make not millions, I'm not trying to make millions. Let's just say 100 to 250,000, which to most people is a ridiculous amount of money. And if it's a lot less stress and a lot less work, and you can do it in your own flow, doing what you want to do, living your best life, that's who I want to learn from. Those are the people that I really want to connect with. I want to see what your life looks like. I'm curious to know whether the life of that person making 100 to 250 is just as wild and crazy as the person making $1 million. Or is it easier and there's less stress and they're more of their own boss and they don't have a whole team? So anyway, long story short, to say, I wrote a post inside the influencer Facebook page, just sort of asking this question, because it was a real question that I had. While I loved all this advice, I was just curious to see if the advice from these other people would be different. And it was amazing. All of a sudden, the post was approved and the likes, click, 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 click. I'm staring at the number just going up, 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 comment, 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 comment. And I went downstairs to my boyfriend and I said, Julian, this is crazy. I've never seen so many people start commenting on anything or liking anything I have ever posted in my entire life. Even like the birth of my children in my own personal Facebook group, it might have like 250 likes or comments or something, but this had right now, I think it's like over 650 likes and 300, 400 comments. And there were all these other women who were in one of two camps. One, just like us, trying to figure out that next step. How do I build that brand? How do I do that thing so I can still have my family life? I can still have that balance, but I can be doing also what I want to do. Or there were people who were in that sweet spot saying, reach out to me. I'm happy to give you advice. I'm happy to tell you what I did, happy to share what works for me and what didn't work for me. And I just thought, wow, here's a need. I put a need out there in the world that I had, and I got back so much positive data that now we get to sit through and look at this and figure out, how do we utilize this? How can we help an audience who's reaching out saying, I'm in the same boat as you? And then you've got these people who are saying, I've been there and I'm where you want to go. And I just thought it was such a beautiful experience and moment. And talk about finding value in all things. Just listening to this conference, that was already valuable. I was already getting so much information. And then by listening to my intuition and just saying, Eva, you have this need, put it out there. Maybe you're not the only one. I was thinking maybe I'd get one or two people who might reply and say, hey, yeah, hit me up. I'll give you some pointers. Over 300 people saying, let's connect, let's work together, let's figure this out. I want to learn from the people that you're going to be learning from. So that was a very long story. That was a long time to be talking.
No, that was a really great story.
What are your thoughts on all of that, Shelly?
Well, number one, the first thing that comes to mind is follow life's opportunities. Mm-hmm. So instead of just going, well, this is really cool, I got 600 likes and 400 comments and blah, blah. We're not going to stop there. We have all these opportunities to meet really great people. And I'm going to benefit from that because of that post, you and I are going to sift through people that we can either have on the show for everyone, yep, or just even personal things that are important to us, of people that we might meet. It also was very thought-provoking. I have a friend that I thought about today that will be great. I haven't asked her yet, so I'm not going to say her name. That's a great speaker and, would be really helpful for our show. So that's the most important thing that I saw for follow life's opportunities. You went looking for something that was going to, help you. And the thing that I like the most is I'm really not interested in having where we feel the same about this, that my job or what we do, SET2LOVE is just part of our experience in life. I have a granddaughter and I have daughters, and, I just really want to help people because that's my heart.
Right.
And secondly, I want to be able to be with my kids and live a life. I'm 59. I want to live happy. I don't want to worry about where my future's going. I want to be able to just live. I wouldn't mind having enough money that I could help pay my daughter's school loans off. I mean, that would be a dream. So that would be great. And, to help my kids get a house maybe. But that's just, that's not impossible. It's just a dream. And that's what gives me momentum to keep going and to learn. And the part that I'm grateful for is even, we don't have a million listeners right now. I am so grateful for the people that are listening to us this morning, and that they're going to get to be with us as we grow and ask us questions and contribute to this show and help other people just like you and I. We are trying to figure life's opportunities out right now with SET2LOVE, but our hearts are in the right place. And I just feel like that's what it's all about, being happy, being grateful. And gosh, you got me so energized about that conference and what we get to do. So thank you so much, Eva. That was not a long story. That was a great example of what we're really all about.
I love it. And I just want to end by just telling people out there, every moment is an opportunity for you to find value in it, whether it's something hard you're going through, whether it's oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm getting this kind of a response to something I posted, whether it's a conversation that you might be having. There is an opportunity for you to really think, what can I learn from this? Why is this presenting itself to me right now? And not to get hung up on all the details around it. Just say, if you don't know what the value is right this moment, maybe, ask the universe, like we keep saying, ask out loud, what am I supposed to do with all this? Can you bring in the idea? And the universe will respond. God, angels, your grandma, your intuition, your inner knowing. You will know what to do with every opportunity that comes your way. And there are no wrong moves. It's just trial and trial and trial. And then all of a sudden something sticks, and it's like the dam breaks and the water just starts flowing and you just start going with it. So stick to whatever it is that your deepest heart's desire wants in this world. See the bigger mission, see the bigger purpose, and then be flexible on how you get there. You will find your flow when you can find value in every single experience you have ever had, are having, or will have.
And we're here to cheer you on. We're here to say you can do it. And I'm just so excited. I'm sending everybody big hugs today because I just feel super grateful. So have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day, everyone. We're so grateful for you. If you would like to get in touch with us, learn more about us, send us an email. Everything can be found on our website, SET2LOVE.com. You can send us an email. We'd be happy to dive in, answer your questions, or find someone who can. Our email is SET2LOVEpodcast@gmail.com. Please share, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and then that way you will get notifications of when we go live. And it's every morning at 8:30. So even if you don't hit the bell, you know where to find us. We love you. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow morning.